Hey folks, welcome back. Today we are going to do a 12,000 mile review. Now I think I've done a 4,000. I know I've done an 8,000. I'm going to do a 12,000. Does it need one? No, not really. But the 8,000 was so poor. The audio quality was so bad, and there was just a lot of fuck ups. So I thought let's do a real good one. Well, attempt to anyway, a better one should I say. Okay, well let's start out. The Subaru WRX, what does it actually mean to own one? What's the community like? Why get one? One real cool factor about it is really the heritage of them. You say WRX to anyone, they know what it is. Older folks that I've spoke to, and they had asked what I drive and things like that, and I'll say, oh, I've got a Subaru WRX, and they're like, oh wow, I always wanted one of those, or oh, I test drove one of those, it was so much fun. Everyone knows what it is, and that's kind of cool. The next thing is the Subaru community. There's a lot of different meets, there's a big following, there's a lot of forums and sites online. But one of my favorite things is meeting another Subaru WRX or STI on the road and always getting a hand up or a thumbs up. Do you know what? I was cleaning my car just a minute ago and I think I might have pushed the seat forward. There we go, that feels better. Does it? Something ain't right with it. Do you know what? Something's definitely not right with it. There, that feels better. Sorry about that. For this video I went and gave the car a good clean and a vacuum, and obviously as I was doing the vacuum down the side of the seat, I've got a power driver's seat, and it must have hit it. Wish it wouldn't do that. I wish it would only do the power seat when the car is on, when it's either running or the ignition itself is on. Anyway, there's one of the gripes. Didn't even think about that. Okay, so that's one of the great things about owning this car. Now on to some other ones. Alright folks, one of the next things about a WRX is the performance. For what you get, for me, you get a car that you can commute in. You can take your family anywhere in. I go fishing a lot. I can put all my fishing gear in this car. And then when you're on your own and you want to put your foot down, it does this. And that's just great. It's just I drive it around quite slow now. I don't know why, I got used to it, and I just like to just cruise in it. But it's great to have a car that can do all those things, and then you've got some performance with it. It's not obviously the best performing car out there by any means. It's not a big performance car, but for its price range, 27 to 35 grand depending on what trim level you get. It's got great performance. It does 0 to 60. The book says 5.4. I've actually done it in 5.4, and I think others have done it in like 5 seconds. So I say the book says that. That's not a set in stone thing. I think that's just something I recalled, but maybe wrong. And I'm not quite sure about the 1/4 mile because I still haven't done one. I need to find a nice straight piece of road where I can do it, and see exactly what it'll do. Alright, next thing, we talked about the performance. One good thing about having a WRX is all the aftermarket parts you can get. And the first thing I got the second week I owned the car was an access port. Just because it was come with a map. It was $650, which is still cheaper than a Ecutech and a license, which I had to get when I had the BRZ. So $650, and you get a free cob map with it, and any updates they put out. But I actually bought it from MA Performance, and I had their map, which added like 40 horsepower and 40 torque. I didn't really want it for those numbers. I want it to smooth the power out. The power on this car, stock, it's all between 2,000 and 5,000 RPM. And although that's nice to have that low down, after 5,000 RPM, it kind of tailed off. You know, you got that nice performance, and then all of a sudden it's like, blah. You know, it's just like one even kill after that. So it's, yeah, kind of a little bit of a letdown. But, well, when I say a letdown, it's not. You're still accelerating, but it hasn't got that torque. You haven't got that go back in your seat feel. Whereas the map I've got on there now from MA Performance, it goes all the way through. You've still got that torque at 2,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. You know, it's there. Well, it dies off a little bit at 6.5, but it doesn't die off before then like the other one did. So yeah, definitely. The only trouble is with the access port is it can void your warranty. Well, when people say void the warranty, it doesn't automatically void all your bumper-to-bumper warranty. You know, you get a suspension strut fail or something like that. You know, it's got nothing to do with an access port, and the dealership would have to be a real asshole to deny you that. And I've actually just had a new clutch put in. For those of you that have watched my previous videos, you already know that. I had a clutch put in, it went bad. I had an access port on here, they weren't worried about it. The clutch went, it was nothing to do with the access port. It was to do with the throwout bearing not being lubricated properly from the factory. So, got a new clutch, didn't have to worry about the warranty. Now, if I was to throw a piston, or, you know, the injectors to go back, or a fuel pump, or something, you know, just something that extra performance could put the wear on it. Well, I guess it could a clutch as well, but you know, and they can trace that back to the access port causing it, then I'd have a problem with the warranty and probably not get it. But as I've said before, you pay to play. You throw the dice, you take your chance. You know, I wanted that extra performance. Some people want to stay with exactly what they got and make sure they got warranty, and that's fair enough, and that's probably the smarter way to go. Well, not probably, it is the smarter way to go. But if you want that extra performance, you've got to take your chance. Right, I'm hoping that down here we can get out and have a good look at the car. No, we can't. Damn it, they're still building there. I thought they had stopped. Well, we're going to go round in circles then, folks. I think I know of somewhere else I can stop the car. If it's where I stopped on my 8,000 mile. I don't know if they've built houses over there yet, though. If not, we'll just drive around and round in circles and not do anything. Alright, now just touch on the ride quality. Compared to normal cars, I come out of an Impreza last week, which was a loaner while this one was getting fixed. And I come out of that and got into this, and this one's firm. I owned a BRZ before this. I got out of the BRZ coming to this, and this was luxury. Not that the BRZ was bad, the suspension is set up for what the car is supposed to do. This one's right in the middle. It has got some firm suspension, it's got very little body roll, and I didn't buy this car just as a commuter and family car. You know, I bought it because it's got some performance. I come from a BRZ, I can't give up that nice handling, and you know, I couldn't go to a normal car, as I like to call it, and I wanted to stay with Subaru, so it had to be a WRX. But I am fine with the ride quality. It is bumpy, but I love to feel the road, especially when you get on the gas with this thing. You want to really feel the road. Alright, what we're going to do next. Well, ride quality. Let's talk about the tyres it comes with. It comes with Dunlop Sport Max RT, which have a tread wear of 240, which told you they should be pretty sticky. They are very good. Took them to the mountains, only squealed them a few times. I heard them give a little screech, and I was on it pretty good. They're good in the wet, and all round a great tyre to put on a new car. I know the BRZ came with some pretty shitty tyres, but it was kind of like they'd done it on purpose, so you could drift the car, get it spinning. Oh, they have built over here. Wow, we need somewhere to review this car. And there's people down here. Well, I'll find somewhere. I'll just keep on driving around until we get somewhere. I don't know of many other places now. Oh, yes I do. I know another place. Not far away from here. Why did I change gear then? You know what? Seeing we're talking about that, manual versus automatic. My BRZ was automatic. Main reason for that was I wanted my wife to be able to drive it. It was the only one sat on the lot ready, and there was a 6-month waiting list, and this was like their demo car. So I went ahead and bought it, test drove it, fell in love with it, and kind of wished it was manual a couple of times, you know, just to get that kind of engagement into the car, you know, that feeling that you're at one with the car and actually doing something all the time. But apart from that, the automatic on the transmission on it was fantastic. Put it in the manual mode and paddle shift it, and it was great. With this one, when I went to buy this, it had to be manual. I wanted to go back to manual. I missed it, and I wanted something to do when I'm driving. When I'm at work, I drive automatic all the time. You know, our work trucks are automatic, and if I do a long journey, I'll start to kind of henpeck, as I like to say. You start nodding off a little bit if you're tired. I find with the manual, I don't get that because I'm kind of doing something all the time. Even when you're just on the interstate, just cruising along, you still feel like you're there and have to be ready to change gear, kind of thing. It's strange. It's not something I can explain, but I'm sure you folks that drive manual know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, this one had to be manual. My wife's got the Crosstrek. That's got a CVT in it. It takes a little bit of getting used to. Not a huge lover of it, but I did have the Impreza I had last week. The CVT in that was actually very good. Whether it's just because it had been worn in a little bit more than my wife's car, I don't know. But that commuting in it was just, wow, it was great compared to driving a manual. It was really nice to just sit back, but then you've got nothing to do. You have got that boring factor of it, but then when you're commuting and you're in traffic, you don't give a shit. You'd rather have an automatic. Okay, we touched on the WRX and the BRZ, a couple of little comparisons there. I've got a whole video on the differences, but seeing we're doing a review, I'm going to go ahead and just stick this little tidbit in there. One is the insurance. For some reason, I would have thought a sportier car, like the sportier looking car, like the BRZ, would have been a bit more on insurance. It's not. It was like cheaper than our family car. Not by much, but it was kind of a shock. Now, when I got this, even though I'm my age, I'm 42. I was 42 when I got it. I'm 43 now. It was like $300 more than what the BRZ was. So there's a little bit of a downfall there. Sorry, I'm looking for a place for us to park up. I think we might be able to go down here. So yeah, that was one difference. The rest of it is they're just two completely different cars. This has got performance right out of the box. lacks the bit of the handling and some of the excitement of the BRZ. The BRZ is, like they say, a driver's car. I never knew what that used to mean, but I do know now. And the BRZ is, yeah, it's very seat of your pants. Just, yeah, you get in it and you just feel everything. It's a really cool car to drive, but it lacks some of the things that the WRX has got. One of them is all-wheel drive. There's a plus and a minus there. The rear-wheel drive of the BRZ meant I didn't get any understeer, or very, very little. And we can't even sit down here, can we? I might just have to do this in my driveway. The trouble is, they were cutting down trees when I was coming out, and I don't want to have that in the video. So, where was I? Shit, I hate it when I do that. WRX, BRZ, all-wheel drive. I haven't really had the chance to get the benefits out of it. I'm sure I'm going to in the winter. But I love the way it launches. When all four wheels just grab and just throw you forward. It's really good. The first time I done it, I almost shit myself. I was like, holy crap. I actually let off the throttle. Alright, this is where we're going. This is kind of cool. There we go. Now we use some... Alright, here we go. Look, we're out in the middle of fucking nowhere. You know what? Let's just carry this video straight on. No editing. Let's go take a look at the car. Grab this down. This is where my audio went to shit last time. Actually, I'm going to stop it because I need to hold the camera the right way up. Alright folks, we found this nice little place here, but you can hear by the sound, I think there's somebody shot blasting over there, which is great, but oh well, we'll live with it. Get that in there. Alright, okay, so let's start by having a look at the car. We all know what they look like. Let's look at other reviews for that stuff. I'm going to start with the trunk, or the boot if you're in England, especially when you've got two boots in there for work. This thing is, if you ever watch Doctor Who, this thing is the TARDIS. It doesn't look very big until you actually open it up, and then it's like massive inside. I was really surprised. It's quite a big boot. It's a lot of space. I can get all sorts in there. I put down the seats, and it's got a 40-60 split. Put down the seats, all my fishing rods go in there, and I've got 12-foot fishing rods that break into two, so I need 6 feet, and it does it fine. Doesn't even touch the back seats. So that's one big plus. I've got an all-weather boot liner, trunk liner. I'm going to use both. I'm going to use English and American here, whether you like it or not. I should have cleaned this out, but I didn't. There it is, Mr. Scooby-Doo. There's the nameless exhaust. That's real cool sounding exhaust. Not too loud, just gives a nice burble when you're going downshifting, and even when you're changing up through the gears, it gives a little pop. I really enjoy it. All right, let's go to the back. Okay, so let's see the seats come down. There we go. There's the trunk. Getting the seat back in, I've got to give it quite a... Now, the back seat's kind of boring, but let me do this for you. There. The front seats are exactly where my wife likes to sit. The driver's seat is obviously where I like to drive. Sorry, I just banged the video camera. Okay. Look at the legroom. Oh, I'm sat there, I'm not scrunched up. This is a performance car. Oh damn, I've just got in on my mats and look at them. Shit, I forgot that I'm on dirt out here, and I just cleaned this motherfucker out. Damn it. Anyway, shit, it's gonna get dirty. So yeah, the back seat, I've got to rub that off. That's nasty. Yeah, back seat's got plenty of room. Really impressed with that. The only thing I don't like is this here, because it's a 40-60 split. It'd be nice here if some way this would detach and come down and make an armrest. That's the only thing that's kind of lacking for me in the back seat. There's no rear AC vent. This is a WRX. I don't expect one. Cup holder is kind of cool. Comes down and it opens up like that. Is it very practical? Shit, no. Can it be broken easy? Yes. But I still like it. It just flips up like that. That's cool as shit. There's something about that I like. Play with that all day. Okay, so that's the rear seat. Let's shut those doors. Keep some dust out. But that's really impressive for a car like this, to have that much space in the back. As for the passenger seat, I'm not going to sit in it. Just because I don't want the dirt on the floor mat. And you can see how pristine it is right now. Glove box, just your usual thing. It's got a nice bit of room in there. Nothing special. Now then, here's the cup holders. Just regular cup holders. They're in a nice position, kind of out the way. The heated seat buttons, they're kind of in a strange place. I think it would have been better if they'd like been here. But they're there, and you kind of forget that you've got them. Not that I've needed them, because I've owned this car in the spring and the summer. But in the winter, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass just putting your hand back there and just seeing what mode you got it in and stuff like that. That's just a little gripe. Okay, in here, I've got a bunch of crap in here. I've even got a birthday gift certificate. Okay, so we've got two USB ports. We've got a 12 volt charging port and an auxiliary port, so you can plug in your MP3 player. As you can see, I've got a thumb drive in there. This is not the longest thumb drive, but it's fairly long, and it only just goes in here. It only just fits. Now, the armrest is totally fucking useless. This here, just useless, but mine does this. And just that little extra gives me an armrest, and that is an optional extra on this car. That should be something that comes as standard. On my wife's Crosstrek, it's up here, and then you can slide it forwards and backwards. Why they didn't do that, I don't know. They're just strange. And this came with it. I didn't order it. I didn't order any of these extras. I found the package that I wanted, and it came with this stuff. Alright, let's go over into the driver's seat. Oh, there's one thing I need to do. I've got my list there. I've got my cheat sheet, so I don't forget to go over any points like I did last time. Well, let's have a look at the front of the car first. Do you know what? Let's look under the hood. As you see, I don't like editing the videos. Not because I'm lazy. I like real world reviews. You see, I've got a couple of cuts in the video, but that's just where I made a couple of silly mistakes. Now this pisses me off. I can never find this fucking thing. There we go. We're not going to talk about the engine too much. You all know what's under here, or should do. One thing I will talk about is the oil change. It is so simple. Right there is your oil filter. Unscrew it. I've got the genuine Subaru part. You want the genuine Subaru part, because I did put a K&N on there first of all, because I couldn't get a Subaru part quick enough, and I was going up to the mountains to really drive the car hard, so I wanted to do an oil change first. But to cut a long story short, I took that K&N off, and it's actually in the oil change video, and as I unscrewed it and pulled it up, the oil came out. With this one, it doesn't. You unscrew it and it's kind of sealed in there. You lift it up and there's no oil, all contained inside the filter. Changing oil on this car is just absolutely simple. The drain bolt's very accessible underneath, don't have to take any panels off. It's in a slightly funny angle, But apart from that, it's fairly easy. Filling it up's fairly easy. Yeah, I'd like to see these a little bit higher on all cars, just to make it easier for you. But just a funnel, and it's all good. I'm not going to talk about the engine. You know what it is: 2-litre direct injected turbo, or dank injected turbo if you watch Muscle vs Tuner. That made me laugh. And a short throw dipstick, of course. But that's what says WRX right there. And especially if you've got bird shit on it. And this car is filthy right now. I did not clean it. I only cleaned the inside. But yeah, that scoop, that's what says WRX. This whole front end says WRX. The rear end says Toyota Camry. The side view says Toyota Camry. Bit of a shame. That's not going to stop me from liking the car any less. But all right, let's start her up. And I have the optional package, which has got keyless entry. Do you know what? Let's show you the keyless entry. Just for because some people don't know what it is or never used it. The Subaru keyless entry, it's got these little. There, I've got the key in my pocket. It's locked. If I want to open it, I just put my hand on the handle. There we go, open. You can also, I didn't know this, but someone else told me, but you can just put the palm of your hand up against the door as well. The back of your hand, palm of your hand, however you want to do it, and it will lock it. And to unlock it, just grab it there. That's a nice feature. You get used to it, and then you start getting pissed off of using a key in other vehicles. Alright, push button start. Got to put your foot on the clutch. Actually, we didn't see the sweep of the gauges, did we? Let's turn her off. I should have showed you that then. I love the gauge sweep. That's nice, just shows you everything's working properly. And okay, let's start with the seating position. I have the limited model, so I've got a power seat. The passenger is just a normal seat with the levers in it. That's my phone connecting to the Bluetooth. One thing I'd love to see, the BRZ only has 2 front windows that go up and down. Obviously there's no rear window or rear doors, but that one's auto for me. Press it once, it goes all the way down. Put it up, goes all the way up. The passenger side isn't. Why the hell not? It was on the BRZ. Surely it doesn't cost that much more to put it in there. Never understood that one. Got power side mirrors, which kind of standard on every single car now. Okay guys, seating position. One really good thing about this is the visibility in here. You may as well be sat in a fishbowl with a steering wheel. It is fantastic. And to show you what I'm looking at from where I am, you can see, look, you can see right the way around. Just so easy. Just look over your shoulder. If you look over the shoulder on your left hand side, there it is. That's the camera right over my shoulder. You've got your blind spot there, easily viewable. Just a tiny little glance and it's there for you. The view out the front's great. I can see the hood scoop. One thing I missed, the BRZ had two bumps up over the front wheels, and they were great. You knew where the front of the car was. This is designed completely different. I don't expect 2 bumps there. It probably looked like something's ass, but I kind of missed that a little bit. Anyway, that's me going back to the BRZ again. We're going to stop right there. Okay, this center console right here, I hope this camera picks it up okay, because it's very, very dark in there. You've got a button here where you go up and down. If I go down, there's my boost gauge, and go up, and that's what I've normally got it on. The oil temp, average MPG, and miles traveled on this trip. And then I've got average MPG up the top of since I reset the trip, the A trip. And if you look down here, since the A trip, I've done 2,655 miles. Well, look at that, 28.2 average. I mean, that is fantastic. They say that this car is not great on fuel economy. I drove it hard in those. Some of that was in the mountains. A lot of it's just driving around, you know, commuting to and from work. But every now and again, I'll put my foot down. But really good gas mileage. I love it. It's got the temperature outside the time, and then we go ahead, and this one here's don't use you. It's kind of a weird one, but it'll show you what each wheel is doing and whether they've lost grip, and it will show you a 30-second timeline of what it's done in that last 30 seconds. I meant to use it on the autocross I went to. When I say use it, just put it on and view it after I stopped. I forgot, but somebody in their STI 2016 STI done it, and he said it was showing all sorts of stuff on there. One wheel was yellow, one was red, and all this stuff. So yeah, it works, but it's kind of a gimmick. Don't see any point in that one. There's the MPG again. I don't use that. Look at it, the graph. This one's okay. Fuel, how many miles to fill up, and the average MPG again. You've got your clock. Also, you've got this stuff, and I use this. You can change everything in there: date, time, display, screen setting, but it's got maintenance. Engine oil. There. Remaining 2,978 miles until I need to change the oil. I set this for 4,000 miles. You can go down. You can put it on a date as well. It's got notification date. But I actually use this. Tires for rotation, maintenance schedule, normally used for like an alignment or something. Yeah, I do use this stuff. It's got car settings. You can, let's have a quick look. I'm not going to go too much into this. Keyless buzzer volume, hazard warning. Let's have a look. Hazard warning, flasher. Never really gone in it. I don't know what that's for. I guess, when you unlock the car. Defogger. Not gone in here either. Okay, 15 minutes. Then it turn off. Interior light. Keyless access setting. Now I have used this. Driver's door unlock, or you can go all, or you can go driver's door only. That's something that my wife's Crosstrek needs to do, because it will only do the driver's door. Okay, that's a quick overview of that. Not going to go into it too much. We've got climate control. Kind of basic, but it works great. You've got your auto button. That's what I've always got it set up. If you haven't got it on auto, you've got your hot and cold, your fan, and then you've got your mode to switch through where you want the air coming from. When it's in auto, it gives you that up there. So it just tells you what it's doing. It's in full auto. You can have it like in semi-auto as well, or semi-auto if you're English. The view out the rear window is very good. I have the auto dimming rear view mirror with compass and home link. Auto dimming's great. Compass is useless. I don't know. Well, sometimes I've used it. Very, very rare. I'll look up at it. But this here, the home link, I love it. That's set to my garage door at home. You just press it and hold it, the garage door goes up. That one's for my mother-in-law's. That one don't get used very often. And it's not because it's my mother-in-law, it's because she lives in Florida and I don't go down there very often. But actually no, that one's not set. It's in the Crosstrek it's set. This car didn't go down to Florida. I apologise. Anyway, useless information. And the Limited does come with a sunroof. I think the Premium does. The base doesn't. Not sure about the Premium, but I think it does come with one. So then I've got the buttons up here. It will go. Let's have a look at this. Okay, it'll open all the way. Click it again, it goes back all the way. It'll close, obviously, but that's like auto. You just press it once, and then you got up, you got down. Got to make sure you press it that second time, which I don't like, and then you've got your screen. This is what I attached this camera to, like right here. There you go. Look, you can see Sorry, the sun's right in you guys. I've apologised for that. I didn't see where it was. You can see the circles on there where I've put the suction cap. Okay, now for the gauges. You've seen the full sweep. I've got miles per hour up here. Well, on the steering wheel, you've got these little set buttons here. They're fucking useless. I can do that. Shows me how long the engine's been running. Nothing. Pull the set. You pull it. Settings, screen settings, go back. Default settings. BSD, which is the blind side detection, and RCTA, which is the rear cross traffic something. Those two things are pretty cool. Let's get it back on miles per hour. That's what I like up there. I use that all the time. I don't use the analog gauge. Let's go back. Blind spot detection. If you see in my mirror, they are heated mirrors, and then it's got those other two icons there of a car and a little like radar with another car next to it. Well, it will tell me when a car is in my blind spot, and it'll do it on both sides. If I put my turn signal on, it will start bleeping very fast. I don't get no audio beep, so it just it start blinking real fast. The rear cross traffic alert is what the A stands for, I believe, is when you're backing up and there's something coming from either side. Great when you're in parking lots and you've got an SUV each side of you and you can't see. It will, and that's an audible alarm. It will even do it. It done it yesterday with my neighbour's sprinklers on. So it actually picked up the water sprinkler. I looked around and I was like, what the fuck set that off? And it was the water sprinkler. So it works really good. It's very sensitive. I've had it dog walkers, it's gone off on me, so I would have backed over them. Okay, that's that. I have got the nav upgrade. I had to have that. It came with the keyless entry, the blindside detection, Harman Kardon speakers, which has a sub with it as well, because I would have bought a sub otherwise. I do like my music in here, in any car, and I just wanted to have something already set up without going and having to buy aftermarket stuff. Yeah, it's not as good as the aftermarket stuff, but it's absolutely fine. I don't see any need to upgrade it. Just going to show you real quick the map. Yeah, I'd never use it. It's nav upgrade and I wanted it, but I wanted the nav upgrade for the other stuff, not so much the navigation. I've used it once or twice and it does work fine. And then we've got audio, which gets used all the time. My Sirius XM has run out, but we've got some other stuff on here. What we got some corn. Sorry. You could have heard something through the microphone then. You've got your phone, which, there we go, got all my contacts and everything in. And you've got your apps, Starlink, Aha, Pandora. There's a mirror link up here that's not active. I still don't know how to use Starlink. I ain't got a clue what it is. I looked it up once and I guess I need to look a bit more. Info's cool. Got the weather. Show me what the weather is and show me what the next 3-6 hours are going to be and what it is currently. I'd use that. I use it quite often. I've not looked at the other stuff. I don't care about stocks. Fuel. Oh, it showed me where all the local gas stations are, how far away they are, and I can even sort them by price. That's pretty good. I've used that a few times. Okay, and then there's different settings in there. We're not going to go. The split screen's quite cool. Navigation and audio. Press OK, and you've got audio. If I put this back on, you've got audio one side and the map the other side, both at the same time. And then if you click one or the other, there we go, we're back to normal. Alright, steering wheel. Here's all the functions for the stereo. You've got your source buttons, your phone on and off. The thing that sucks is the voice activation. So let's click it.
How may I help you?
Tune to 100.7. No, I waited too long.
Say the name or phone number of the contact you would like to call.
See, it didn't even know what the fuck I said. Oh, it's looking for what the fuck I said.
Sorry.
I think. Shut up.
Cancelled.
This thing is frustrating as shit. All right, let's see if we can do this.
What would you like to do?
Tune to 100.7 FM.
Tuning to 107.7 FM.
No, it didn't get it. It done one. Oh, shut up, woman. It done 107.7. I wanted 10. So let's try it. Let's try 100.
How may I help you?
Tune to 100.7 FM.
Tuning to 100.7 FM.
Done it. Classic rock. No, it didn't. Oh, it's because I had it muted. There we go. Oh, Stairway to Heaven. Oh, shit. I might have to stop the video. That's one cool piece of music. Alright. Let's turn that off. That's a great piece of music as well. Shit. Alright, then we got our cruise control. The steering wheel itself, it's got a flat bottom. It's got the indentations for your thumb. Great steering wheel. Feels great. No complaints about it. Really like it. I normally drive with my arm up here, which you can see the little shiny bit where my elbow sits, and I normally like this. That's how I drive all the time. I don't know why. That's just how I feel comfortable. I think that's pretty much. No, it isn't pretty much. The gear stick. Let's try and get this so the sun isn't blaring at you, folks. I have the short throw shifter. Came on this car again. Didn't order it separate. I don't know what the normal shifter's like. I will say with the shifting on this car, it is something to be desired. I have got used to it. I kind of like the mechanical feel of it now. It lets me know that I'm in gear. I've kind of got used to it. First, second, I still don't like. I still get a little bit of a jolt when letting off the clutch, which is not the gear stick's fault. It's probably my fault. Even though I just had a new clutch and it was great for the first couple of days, and now I'm back into that old habit of getting a little jolt when I let the clutch out. Anyway, that's not the gear stick's fault. Apart from that, nice. Feels nice in the hand. Nice solid. There's first can be a bit of a. There, see, it went in easy that time. It just depends where you go in from. There, nice and. And there's the backup camera. Okay, that concludes the interior, I believe. I guess some of the looks I should go over real quick. I mean, you got these little carbon fiber bits, which a lot of the other reviewers don't like. I like it. It just breaks up the two areas. I don't mind it at all. The air vents, yeah, they're a little basic, maybe some nice round ones or something, but it does fit in with everything else. The cabin itself, some people have said it's a little sparse. I like it. Over there, there's nothing going on over there. I don't want anything going on over there. I want stuff going on here, and I love this thing up here. Let's put it back to where I normally have it. I use it all the time. I look at it all the time. Love it. So when I first got it, I was like, oh, it's a gimmick. Don't need it. But yeah, I do need it. I love it. My access port. The wire coming out of there. I took the little false button area out of there where you can obviously put another button in there, but I took that out and got it mounted here with some 3M sticky tape, with heavy duty 3M tapes, otherwise it would just keep falling off. And I think that's about the inside of the car. If I remember anything else, I'll add it on and edit it in. One other thing, there is one other thing. I love this little cubby hole here. It's in the perfect place, and it's got a 12-volt charging port. So you can have. I've had my battery. I've had my phone charger in here, and with the phone, and the lead stays in there. The phone's in there. It's out of the way. Really like this. Very useful. The BRZ used to have a little slot for my phone, like right next to the cup holder I used to use all the time, and that was fine. but not very good when it comes to charging it. I like it right there. I can look straight down, see who's calling me, although the car tells me who's calling me. But I like it there. All right, that's. Oh, do you know what? Another bit about the interior is the pedals. They're cool looking pedals. I like them. They're the brake and the accelerator are very close. You can get over and heel toe it pretty easy. They're well, I say pretty easy. I'm still learning. But that's the pedals. Now I think we're done with the interior. All right, folks, we're going to make a move out of this little spot now. I'm going to quickly talk about what I think is missing on the car. Stuff that should have been in here. I've got my little cheat sheet next to me. Some stuff that I wrote down before I left the house. You know what? Do I want to back out of here or turn around on this rough ground? No, I think I want to back out of here. Just bear with me, folks. See, I still use my mirrors and look behind. I need to get used to using this. I still haven't quite got it down yet. Though it works great and I'm fine using it, it's just, I forget it's there. Okay. See there, that's some nice bumpy suspension. Oh, there, my second gear change was nice and smooth that time. Okay, things missing. My number one, which is missing off a lot of cars, rain sensing wipers. It's so fucking simple. They've been on cars for years. Cars I've had in England, drove in England, like back in 1995. They had rain sensing wipers. My CX-9, Mazda CX-9 had rain sensing wipers. That's not a big deal, but it's just something that's really nice to have. When it starts raining a little bit, I don't want to keep on turning the intermittent wiper up and down and stuff like that. When it's got rain sensing wipers, it just wipes when it needs to. And it works great. And you can turn it out of the auto. So if it's not doing what you want it to do, you can override it. Simple, right? Subaru. Put rain sensing wipers on your cars. Get into the fucking 21st century. And a lot of the other manufacturers for that point. We already talked about both windows being auto. That really needs to be done. There we are, let's open one so I can have a vape. God, I've been doing this video now for I don't know how long. I haven't had a vape. Better. But yeah, the driver's window, automatic up and down. Passenger window, manual up and down. I mean, I don't get it. That's just such an easy thing to put in. They put it in their BRZ, put it in the WRX, and then your other cars. Jeez. What else have we got? I'm just going to bring my cheat sheet up here. Bolstered seats. The bolstering on the seats. Actually, let's go over the comfort of the seats in general. Comfort of the seats are really good. Nice driving position. They've got bolstering on them, but I think for a performance car like this, there should be more bolstering. There should be like the BRZ seats, and they are as comfortable as hell. I really like them, and they really hold you in your seat. These are good. But for a performance car, you know, one that you want to get sporty in a couple of times, something like the STI seats, that's what's missing here. But I guess this car is not the STI. It's not the full-on go get it. You know, it's for people that want to drive like I am right now. They don't want to feel that they're in an all-out sport car all the time. I guess a performance car. So I guess that's why, but I would like a little bit more bolstering. That's for me. The noise, the cabin noise is a lot. I don't know whether that's just the tyres that come with the car. I don't think it is. I think it's just in general. The BRZ was the same. My wife's Crosstrek is the same. I think it's just a Subaru thing, but it's the cabin noise is loud. Yeah, does it bother me? No, I've got used to it. And one thing is you can hear the engine, so that's one nice thing. You can hear what it's doing, you can feel what it's doing, so I'm not so worried about that. We already talked about the center armrest at the back. There should be, the middle should fold down and give the passengers an armrest. That would be a nice touch. And the armrest for the driver, which is just when I put this thing back in, I don't think you can see this from up there, but I'm leant over like this to put my arm down. That's what the normal WRX has got. That's just appalling. This one comes forward a little bit and I've got an armrest, but I'd like it a little bit more out. So I like driving my wife's car, the Crosstrek, because it will slide out and you've got somewhere to sit your arm. That's probably the only gripes I've got with the car. Alright, now to wrap this up, my overall impression, which I all think you know my overall impression of the car. Now let me just get around this corner. Sometimes I don't like talking when I'm going, not that I'm doing it real fast, it's like I want to concentrate on what I'm doing as well. Multitasking, guys, not very good at it, right? So my overall impression, still love the car. I love driving it. Love just coming out making this video and just driving around aimlessly looking for somewhere to stop. And I don't know whether that's because I've gone back to driving manual. That's a lot to do with it. I really just, I don't know, I just feel at one with the car. It's really nice. And then when you want to put your foot down like this, it just goes. It's got the performance there. I like the fact there's little to no lag on the turbo. I didn't even put a turn signal on, did I? See what I talk about multitasking? Just talking, downshifting, and putting a signal on at the same time was just not going to happen. Okay, so the overall impression, just go out and get one. You ain't going to be disappointed. It's a great car. I think it's more raw RAW than some of the other, like the GTI and things like that, and the Focus ST. I think they come with a little bit more stuff inside, but there's something about driving this that just I don't know, it is raw. It's just gets you involved, lets you know what's going on. And I think if you don't want that level of trim in your car, you're not worried about it. You want something that's a commuter, and you know, this is the ideal car. It does everything. I think that's where we're going to get off here, folks. Oh, the price. I kind of hit on that just a minute ago. I've got the limited with nav upgrade and a few other little bits on it, and mine was 35,000, but I got 2,000 off, and I think that's because it was the end of the 2016 models, so I paid 33 for it. I could have paid like 27 or 28, I think it was, to have a base model. I would have been happy with the car, but then there's all these other little bits that I purposely wanted on the car that I've got, and I'm glad I got them. The leather trim, the nav upgrade, keyless entry, The sunroof I'm not so sure about, but it's great for putting my camera on. I guess there's that. Yeah, I'm glad I went with this trim. Glad I paid a little bit more. My wife done the same thing when she got the Crosstrek. We went for the limited and got the nav upgrade. That one didn't come with Harman Kardon though. Come with the normal ones, and it's not that good. Alright guys, don't pull out in front of me. Last thing I'll do is run a kid over. And if you've been watching my other videos, you know I've got some damage on the car. Front passenger side lip and the passenger side skirt. That's just about to get fixed on insurance. When I get home right now, I'm calling the collision center. They're supposed to have called me by now, and I'll get with them, and we're going to get it booked in. The insurance has already said it's all good, go ahead and get it, and it's only going to cost me a $250 deductible because it's going under comprehensive because it was hitting a flying object in the road. So yeah, no collision, so that's good. So just 250, and I had 500 put aside for it. When I bought this car, my old car had extended warranty on it, stuff like that, and gap insurance. I got all that back and got a check back for almost $600. The day I got that back is the day that this happened, which is just ironic. That's just awful. I get a nice little check for $600 and thinking about what I'm going to buy with it, or what we're going to do with it, and then just a few hours later, I get this damage to my car, and that's that check gone. Well, at least I had it right. But good thing is now just $250, and it's all good. Well, there we go. We are done. That's a long video, guys. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I think I've done it's probably a 45-minute video. But this is my review. This is what I feel about the car. I think I've gone pretty in depth with it. I don't think I've missed anything this time, and I think the audio should be fine. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, folks, and if you're a first-time viewer here, hit subscribe and come back. Love to have you back again. Please put comments in the bottom, ask any questions or anything I might have missed, and I appreciate your time, folks. I'm really enjoying this, doing this channel. It's a lot of fun, and it's great to see your comments. Anyway, take care, you all.